Welcome to EnglishTestBlog.com. Question 1. Founded is the past simple and past participle of found. The past simple and past participle of find is found. True or false? True. Found means to start an organization or an institution. The verb found is a regular verb, and the past simple and past participle of found is founded. They founded the company 20 years ago. Find is an irregular verb, and the past simple and past participle of find is found. I think I've found a good friend. Question 2. We use already between a verb and a direct object. True or false? False. We use already to say something has happened before now, or before a particular time in the past. Already usually comes before the main verb, or between the auxiliary and the main verb. For example, the movie has already started. We can use already at the end of a sentence for emphasis. For example, I was tired already. We don't use already between a verb and a direct object. I've already done it. Question 3. We can use the adverb almost with each, but not with every. For example, almost each bedroom has its own private bathroom. True or false? False. We don't use each after words such as almost, nearly, or not. Almost every child has their own room. Question 4. Intransitive verbs cannot be passive. True or false? True. An intransitive verb has a subject, but no object. Intransitive verbs cannot be transformed to the passive. The verb die, as in he died suddenly, is intransitive. Question 5. We use the past continuous, not the past simple, to talk about past states or habits. True or false? False. We can use the past simple as an alternative to used to, or would, to talk about the things we did repeatedly in the past. We went to the gym every day when we were young. Question 6. Accommodation is an uncountable noun in British English. True or false? True. Accommodation is an uncountable noun. It means a place to live, work or stay in. He was living in temporary accommodation. Accommodation is often used as a plural noun in American English. We need overnight accommodations in Houston. Question 7. Phrasal verbs always consist of two elements. True or false? False. Phrasal verbs are multi-word verbs. They consist of a verb and one or two particles or prepositions. The phrasal verbs try out and pick up consist of two elements. The phrasal verbs break on in and come up with consist of three elements. Question 8. We can use what as a relative pronoun? True or false? False. A relative pronoun is used to connect a relative clause to the rest of a sentence. The most common relative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which, that. We don't use what as a relative pronoun. Houses, which overlook the river, cost more. Question 9. We only use afraid after a linking verb, not before a noun. True or false? True. Adjectives are usually placed before the nouns they modify, but adjectives with the prefix a do not come before a noun. We use them after linking verbs such as be, seem, become. Common examples of adjectives with the prefix a include afloat, addicted, afraid, alike, alive, alone, ashamed, asleep, and awake. Question 10. We can use two negative words in the same clause. True or false? False. In standard English, we don't use two negative words in the same sentence to express a single negative idea. The use of double negatives in English is not considered correct, and you should avoid them. Question 11. The word police must always be used with a plural verb. True or false? True. The word police is a plural noun and is followed by a plural verb. The police are the official organization that is responsible to make people obey the law and to prevent and solve a crime, or the people who work for this organization. When talking about someone who works for the police, we say a police officer, a policeman, or a policewoman. Question 12. Some adjectives do not have comparative and superlative forms. True or false? True. Some adjectives do not have comparative and superlative forms. They are called non-gradable adjectives, for example, nuclear, western, electronic. These adjectives cannot be modified by adverbs